So John Wick has three chapters, right? And we have 3 more months to go before the John Wick chapter 4. So why not we have chapter 1, 2, and 3 showing each month, or like for 1 week, 3 weeks before the chapter 4 comes? Because to be honest with you, I have not seen any single John Wick movie in the past, but I would really love to see all of them if it's available at AMC. So, go ahead, Fez.
That idea we would have to put on the table really fast for AMC, right? Because it's already, like on top of us, let's say, the dates. So that would be cool. That would be awesome if they could do that.
That's why when I tweet, I try to find, like, whenever I talk about particular movie, right, and especially if it's a sequel, then I try to find out what movie studio it is, right? Then I try to find out the distributor, right? And I tag them. I tag AMC Theater. I tag CEO Adam, AMC Ideas Group as well. So, that's why sometimes I know I'm sending too many DMs, and maybe it would be annoying for some people, like, why so many DMs? But if it is annoying for anybody, please DM me back and say, like, hey, dude, don't DM me anymore, and you won't receive any. But my tweets are not getting to everybody. And even if it is getting to everybody, there are so many of us, right, like, who are tweeting, so it's highly possible that it is missed. So if it is something important about the AMC, only then I DM everybody. But put that thing on the side. But John Wick 4, I think we should have 1, 2, 3, whether they decide to have 3 weeks prior to the chapter 4 coming out, or 3 months before that. We still have enough time, but movie studio and AMC need to work together and figure it out, like, hey, dude, even before the chapter 4, we can make a lot of money. Let's do it. So, that's the idea. The next idea, if anybody has anything, any input, please let me know. Mike is here. I just accepted that. Mike, do you have any input for this particular idea?
Hey, Mel. Sorry I'm joining late. No, go ahead, please. I'm going to try to get on a spreadsheet. Is somebody on there already?
Um, I'm on there, but my daughter is on there too. So, instead of she's removing the ideas, I'm letting her type on the Word document. So,
Is she gonna be the one typing, Miho?
yeah,
She's your secretary for the day.
she's typing in the Word document, ABCD. Okay, the next idea is
Real quick, Mahol, can you forward it over to me? Because the last link I have, it says that it got deleted.
it's AMC Idea 6 new. Can you do that, Mike? That link? You know what?
I got,
Hold on.
yeah, I got to search for it, yeah, too.
Yeah, let me stop my daughter for 1 minute and send you the link. No, Navya. હમણાં ના કરીશ બેટા કશું.
Don't throw the ball at the mirror.
No, I don't care if the mirror is broken, but I just don't want this AMC ideas list to be deleted, right? Okay. Sometimes Google Drive has issues too, like I was unable to, like, share. I was unable to add some of you as an editor. So I was like, really? Come on, man. But then I did it again. So hopefully none of you should have any problem. Yeah, Marvati Kallan Machuka. Sorry about different language. I just sent the link in the AMC Ideas group. So please see there. That guy, Mike.
You don't have to apologize for your different language. We're all different.
Thanks, brother. Okay. So the next idea is, if we want to celebrate 25th anniversary of Titanic movie, why not celebrate that fully? So, like, let's have Titanic AMC merchandise, boat say popcorn bucket, or and many lovers would. I mean, this Valentine's Day, right, February 10. So just imagine that was Wired's idea, and just imagine if they sell that necklace, like the ones he is wearing in the movie. A lot of people will buy it as a Valentine gift. So that is the idea. Like when we are doing Titanic, let's celebrate that fully. The necklace.
Hey, Mehul.
Yep.
It requested. I had to send a request to you to get access. I don't know if you see that yet. It wouldn't let me in.
No problem. I'm doing that right now. But weren't you adding it last time?
Yeah, I was. So I don't know why it's changed my status. So
This is so weird. Let me read the next one in case if anybody has any input while I'm doing this. Okay, the next one is we should change all big AMC theaters like 24 screens, right? We should change all of them to dine-in experience because when we have that big space, why not use it? Dine-in has so many other food options, right? So why let it go? You know. Uh, so if we change AMC 24 theaters into dine-in, we can make a lot more money. Let's say if I'm going to my closest AMC 24, and if they have option to dine in, I'll be eating burger and all the other stuff that they are selling instead of just something little like popcorn or impossible nuggets. So, just an idea without spending any additional money. I mean, it's not any additional money. We may have to have a little bit bigger staff, more people, but space-wise, we already have a huge space. So, there is no extra cost there. But compared to what we'll be making, that's a huge thing. Mike, you should be good to go now. And I think that guy requested the same, right? That guy or Leonski request.
Yes, please.
yes, I'm on there now, so I can. That guy, you want to do it, or should I just cover the spreadsheet? Or
If you could do it for now,
Yeah.
perfect, awesome, because
Okay.
I have no access at all.
so go ahead, Mehul.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Because last call everybody was fine. All of a sudden there is no change that we made, but now you guys are having issue. Okay, the next one is Jesus Revolution, right? That is the movie that is coming on February 24th. I saw the trailer. AMC, do you have any input for the previous idea, buddy? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to keep going.
Yeah, no, I was going off the idea of seeing the series before it comes out. This has been going around the internet for a while now, but I'm pretty damn sure it's already in the ideas. But Indiana Jones 1 through 5, playing all of those up until the sometime before the movie comes out.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. The same scenario there. I have not seen any other Indiana Jones in the past, because I became a movie lover lately, like in last 1 or 2 years after I love AMC. So there you go.
Yeah.
Proud of them.
I don't know how much everybody else is a fan of Indy, but I'm a big fan of Indy. I think it'd be pretty cool to have all those movies back in the theaters for a while before the next one comes out.
100%, brother. 100%. Okay. So
He made it okay to have a man bag, so yeah, definitely, I support it.
cool. So the next one is Jesus Revolution. So that movie is coming on February 24th, right? And I saw the trailer. Please go and watch the trailer for new movies that's coming. Many of you will find like, wow, this seems to be a good movie, and you will end up seeing it. And maybe you will recommend it to somebody else who likes that kind of movie. But Jesus Revolution, I was watching the trailer for that. That's coming on February 24th. That movie looks pretty cool, especially for the people who go to church every Sunday and who are religious. So, they will enjoy this movie fully. And if AMC is doing proper marketing with the movie studio itself, then we can have a huge numbers from this. Okay, wait. I'm sorry, not you guys, just my daughter. So I think this can have a huge numbers for the movie itself, even after being a small budget movie. And not only that, but as AMC investor, as an ape, what we can do is if we are going to church on Sunday, then just talk to the church administrator. Tell him like, hey, this religious movie is coming. I think that's great. And if we rent AMC theater, we can have like 40 people watching this movie or something like that. So talk to people, because these are the kind of movies when we can target the audience who are not coming to AMC right now, right? So if I tell somebody at the church like, hey, let's rent a theater for Mission Impossible, they'll be like, what what are you talking about? But when this type of movie comes, I have something to talk about, right, in the church. So if you guys are going to church, talk about it. If you know someone who goes to church, tell them to talk about it. But personally, as you guys know, I'm crazy, right, about AMC. So I'm gonna print some templates and I'll go to the church and I'll tell them, even if I'm not Christian, right? But I respect all religions, and I'll just go there and I'll like, hey, this is what we have at AMC, and this movie is coming. In case if you guys are interested, you never know, you know. So that was the idea.
Or have the mass in the AMC theater, and the people stay and go watch the movie. That could be another one.
Yeah, they have a weekly option too. So let's say if they come to see a movie, right, and they feel that experience, like wow, having a religious group at the AMC theater is such a great experience, then they will be like, okay, we have more audience and we have a smaller church. We're gonna do it live at AMC theater. So you never know what opens the door, right? Cool. The next one is, yep, and there's the last one. So once any movie is 5 weeks at AMC, we should change the ticket price to $5 for every day, even for the weekend. So like as we see, I mean, 5 week is just an example, right? But if AMC is seeing like they are still doing very good, then they may not do in the 5th week, but maybe 6 or 7 or whenever they feel like. But when we start seeing any movie, even if it is big, like let's say Avatar, right? Whenever we start seeing like we have to run the show only for 1, 2, or 10 people, that cost AMC more than the money we make out of it, right? But if we make the ticket price to $5 every day straight, even for the weekend, then I know some people are there who may think like, oh, $15 is too much, so I'm not gonna watch it. It costs a lot. For those people, when it is $5, it's like, oh, it is still the same movie. I haven't seen it. Now it's just $5. So let me go and watch it and have the same amount of fun. It's just like I'm 5 weeks late, but more people would go and watch it instead of having movie run for 1 or 10 people. But those are the ideas. If anybody has any input or if anybody has a new idea, please go ahead. Let's get started.
What up, what up, what up? Okay, cool. So it's kind of going with your idea for kind of with the concession stuff. Fez actually brought this up from someone that actually came exactly from an idea from someone that works there, expanding on their bar tabs by adding food for when it has to get cooked in the back of the house. Because when you're at the concession stand, people can get the popcorn, ice cream, sodas, all that stuff. But when you have to deep fry stuff like French fries or the mac and cheese bites or like the pretzel, anything that goes into the back that has to get ordered and brought to the front. That if they're able to expand at the bar as well, because if they want more tips, then if you run up the actual tab, then that'll increase that amount right there. So that came directly from someone that works at AMC. If the bartenders are able to actually order for food that goes to the back of the house.
Yeah, and I was talking to the guy, and he was mentioning that the back is already connected, so there's nothing stopping them, from doing that. And plus, like there's a lot of people that go to the bar to wait for the movies, right? So a lot of them can just, and they also want just to order their drinks and in the process order the food, and they wait there, have their drinks while the food gets ready. They grab their, the food and whatever, and go to the movies. So like the guy was saying, right? Because you can buy like a few drinks, spend $30, and then you buy a bunch of food, spend $50. He could easily be getting those $50 on top as tip instead of not, right? Because the person that's gonna be buying the food over there from the other side, they don't get tip. So that is like, revenue for AMC or for whoever that's working there that they are not getting. So that was a very good point that he was putting out there.
Yeah, or even just expanding also with the popcorn or any of the candies or stuff like that. Like if you have it on there on your receipt and then you just take it to the other side where you go and you pick up items, then just say, hey, look, I have this to go ahead and pick up. And then that way they can go ahead and have that there where it's already checked off. Like it's in the it'll be in the system to show, hey, look, there's one large popcorn, and then boom, you're able to just press a button, it's done. And then they get their large popcorn because they already got the receipt. So it's definitely possible, but it's just expanding the bartender to order concessions as well.
Okay, just want to be clear. So this is all about getting the ordering through the bartender, correct?
Yes. Yeah, so expanding the menu at the bar.
Okay, thanks.
Actually, I didn't mean to go before you two guys, but I just had something to add to this idea. I just thought about this, let's say instead of adding, or like even if adding is a separate idea, but I just thought of another idea from that is like, how about if we have something like, if you are buying food worth $50 or $75, then you get a first drink as free. And usually, waiting period is only for the large orders, right? Instead of like somebody just getting one popcorn or one drink. So when they are getting the first drink free, they go there, and I think if you are drinking, nobody drink only one drink, right? They just buy more too. So, while they are waiting for the order, they can just go to bar, they can sit there, have fun, have some drink, and whenever the order is ready. Actually, I saw one video, right? This is in India, and they have two shops across the road, right? But they are not big enough to do everything at the same location, kind of like ringing the people and cooking the food. So what that guy is doing is like, there is kind of like giving a signal, that bell ring, like he press it here and the bell ring there. So if we have something similar to there, like at AMC theater, where the people from concession, they press the button for particular order, and the bartender will see it and he will tell them like, order number this is ready at the concession. So, while they are waiting, they may have 2 or 3 drinks already. So instead of they were not going to drink anything, they will end up drinking and getting the food, and waiting period is not going to be like annoying or like, oh, this is taking too long. Instead of that, they having fun, drinking with the friends or family.
Okay, I added that, Mel.
And we still got some hands up. Did you want to continue on any of with just this idea, or go on to a new one, guys?
No, I'm good. But let them.
Hey, real quick, I have two things I want to say real quick. One was going back to the idea of the $5 after a certain amount of weeks. I think that's a pretty good idea, but on the downside is like you have people like me who will go to a movie, whether it be week 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter. I'll go at any time. So that kind of incentivizes me to go at a later date just to save that money. But I'm not sure. Maybe they could intertwine another aspect to that as far as you have to be an AMC insider or you have to be an A-list member to acquire those benefits. And then the second thing was, let's say, I don't know if this was mentioned already, but I would also probably suggest having like a refer a friend for the A-list membership. So if you refer somebody to sign up, then you get special benefits towards your account or whatever the case may be. I'm sure they can come up with the reward on the refer individual side, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure if that's already been brought up, but I don't think it's going to be more incentivizing for the people who to recruit more people to sign up for the A-list membership.
Yeah, just to respond to that $5 thing, the reason why I was thinking that way is, sometimes movies are like almost done, right? Like, and when they are looking at their number, like let's say, for example, let's take it as Avatar, right? So they did it like 1.9 billion, right? Now they are seeing literally like, oh man, come on, a little bit more, and we can cross the 2 billion. So this is just an example, okay? I'm not talking about any reality, but let's say they are seeing like 1.9 billion and they want to hit that 2 billion. If they keep $15, it may not happen, but they will see the money there too. Like, okay, you know what? We see it. Not too many people are coming, but you know what? We are fine with getting less money as a ticket, but let's hit it. So, when it's $5 and 20 people come versus $15 and two people, it will be like, oh, okay, yeah, we are making more money. So, you know what? There you go. We hit the 2 billion. And on our side, it's like more people coming. So we don't have to run the movie for only few people because our energy, employee staff, and employees, yeah, maybe here and there, because if it's less busy, we may have one or two less people. But when we are running the movie, that projector and utility and everything, those costs will be the same for one person versus 50 people. So, that's what I was thinking about. I hope that's clear.
Yeah, I understand that. I also thought about how I believe this past weekend there was a Janet Jackson movie, I believe, that only had, 4 seats filled or 8 seats filled. Maybe for a movie like that would be wonderful. Or even like you're saying, the last weekend, that kind of reflects the whole $3 cinema day. When that $3 cinema day came, I went to my local AMC and that sucker was packed to the front door to the back door. Like that thing was so packed. So I kind of get where you're coming from. Like that thing will really draw a lot of people to come into the theaters.
Cool. Go ahead, AMC. AMC.
Hey, yeah. I had a fun little idea. Nothing like huge, but I tweeted out the other day. It'd be cool if we had something on the AMC app. After we go see a movie, on our way out, we could type in our ticket number into the app, and it would automatically know that we saw the movie, and we could like rate it from 0 to 100, like right there live after you get out, or even like if it's like 1 to 10 bananas, and it's kind of a nod to the apes. You know what I mean? We could rate it like that. But that's pretty much my idea.
So your idea has definitely been implemented because that's the idea that I kind of was thinking about a year ago. Basically, right after the movie,
Nice.
rate it. use the data, so you can send to Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb, like whatever you want. Just use that data, so then that way you can go ahead and sell it and make a profit off of just someone rating a movie on the same app for AMC. And now it's been implemented. It actually started back in March.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So after you watch a movie, I don't know how they're working it, because it's not on all movies. It doesn't pop up for me all the time, but most of the movies, after you watch it, either 1, 2, maybe 3 hours, it'll say rate the movie 1 to 5 stars. And then you can also share that you went to go watch the movie. So then that way you can add it to any social media stating that, hey, I went to go watch this movie. So then that way it shows that too. So it's 2 different ways. And to kind of rehash, to get you excited about other movies, it also has trailers that they're showing. Hey, look, this is a new up and coming movies that are going to be starting. So it's right there. But yeah, that same idea. Yeah, and it's definitely there now.
All right.
So if I could jump in here, we're up to 225 ideas. Does anybody know when the next earnings call is? Has it been a date announced, or?
I was wondering that earlier today too.
Yeah, I checked the AMC website, but I couldn't see anything, so there was no announcements.
My guess is it's in the next before the end of January, but we'll need to clean up the ideas list, and I could see if Linsky has time to work on that, since she's been very good at that, because we'll need to package this stuff. And right now we don't really have any expanded ideas that I'm aware of. For those who don't know, expanded ideas is having like 2 or 3 pages dedicated to an idea, or even 1 page. Right now we have like 3-sentence ideas that go to corporate. So if anybody has an idea they want to expand on, the one idea I've been working on is the AMC Awards program, or awards show. And we have an award already made. I actually designed a display box for it, because one thing that became evident for those of you who saw the award already in a picture, it's the golden chair with the silver screen. And the award is actually pretty delicate. It bends easily unless you hold it by the granite base. So that was sort of something we learned, and we're going to go back to the drawing board and see if we can come up with another design, because as you see, most awards, when they're handed out, the actors or the recipient usually grab it by the feet or between the base and the top, and they usually shake it around and stuff like that. So this award is not durable for that type of, well, this design is not durable for that. So Jackie had shipped it to me. It bent a bit, and so I'm putting a display case over it. And then right now we're probably going to ship it in. Go ahead, Mel. You have a question on this, I think?
Yeah, not on this. Whenever you are done, I can share. It's a different thing.
Yeah, so, well, Mehu, you and I were talking about this, whether or not we are going to deliver this for the next earnings call, since it's a 2022 award. I'm afraid if we wait until until the shareholders meeting in June, it's a bit too far. I would prefer probably just sending it in with the idea for this next earnings call. But if anybody has any thoughts, of course, once we post it and put it out there for the next earnings call, I'm sure the fudsters will be everywhere saying, how can we award the best CEO for 2022 and all the nonsense. But it's our choice. It's our choice award as a AMC Ideas Group. If anybody has any thoughts on that, please come on up and share them.
I'm getting March 7th being reflected by Zacks.com for the expected earnings.
Yeah, I just read that too. Saying that it was going off of an algorithm from historical data, that it might be March 7th. That's the prediction, but it's not set in stone.
Are you saying the next earnings call might be March 7th? Isn't it a long way off, though? It seems like
for Q4.
Unless if that's supposed to be the special meeting, but whatever. Okay.
The prediction at Robinhood, it shows February 28th.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, well, that's the update on the award idea. Go ahead, Mel.
Cool. You're doing great job with that award thing, by the way, Mike. And I think that will be definitely worth. And if we can do the presentation in the future, either like in person or on the Zoom, that would be awesome. Because you know that you and the group uh, worked so hard on that award that like if it is only 2 lines or 3 lines on the Excel sheet and they don't understand that fully, then I think that wouldn't be justice to the hard work that you guys did. So, you know, let's say we will keep pursuing that until we do the presentation or something like that, right?
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, but keep in mind, it's going to go with a 2-3 page document outlining that, including a reminder to AA that he met us. You and I met him together. I'll show him the photo of us meeting him, and we'll send it by several modes. So, and have Kelly reinforce it.
That's awesome. And I'll send you the
Can you
other
add the photo with
too, you know?
me and Behold too? Can you add our photo?
Of course. No problem.
Yep. So,
And
you know, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Wanna say
No,
something?
go ahead, Mel.
Okay. I just wanted to say when you are thinking about the idea, think this way, okay? Like whatever the ideas that we will give them now, they will look at them, right? So what are the ideas that we can think of that would benefit AMC and management would have enough time to implement them, right? So for example, like AMC credit card, that's coming soon, right? So if it is like 2 more months, 3 more months, then you know when we are submitting these ideas, and if they see the credit card, they'll be like, oh, okay, you know what? This is a great idea. Why we didn't think about this? Let's do it. So, you know, think that way. Also, I joined Soika's call the other day, right? Everybody was so happy and sharing with so much passion and stuff like that about the Mario, different kind of, uh, different type of merchandise that we can have, how they gonna go to see the movie, they gonna dress up like this, that. So you know, all these upcoming movies, if you see they are coming in the first quarter or second quarter, and you can think of like some great ideas about that, please share that, because it is highly possible if they see it and they see like, wow, yeah, that can definitely increase our sale, then they will definitely implement that, right? But let's say when the movie is too close and we come up with the idea and the idea is not going to them until the end of the quarter, then your valuable idea would be wasted, right? Because we were a little bit late to implement that. So I would highly encourage everybody to think about any idea that would be related to AMC credit card or popcorn in the grocery store and any upcoming movies of quarter 1 and 2. So, you know, that can be implemented and that would be the most helpful to AMC and obviously us because that's what we invested in, right? So go ahead, Heather.
It's like I'm actually in another.
Oh my God, Heather, you sound like a dude.
Hey, brother.
That's a deep voice
What
for
up?
Heather.
What's going on?
So I'm actually hosting another space, and I wanted to be in Ideas Wednesday, but April asked me to host that call, and then there was 280 people talking about bullshit, and I'm like, God, I want to just pitch this AMC idea. So I had Heather jump on her Twitter account and come over here so I could pitch the Twitter idea or the AMC idea. So number one would be an AMC rating for movie for A-listers. If you're an A-lister, you get a special opportunity to rate the movie since you get to see the premieres and you get to see them before everybody else. This gives us the advantage when we see these major institutions out there that are going like, oh, well, this is a Rotten Tomatoes score of whatever by the critics. You can have an A-list critic score, and that's A-list hardcore moviegoers who see to rate the movie, since you get to see the premieres and you get to see them before everybody else. This gives us the advantage when we see these major institutions out there that are going like, oh, well, this is a Rotten Tomatoes score of whatever by the critics. You have an A-list critic score, and that's A-list hardcore moviegoers who see the premiere. We get to get the I don't know what the fuck's going on. We get to see the A-list score rather than all the freaking hates that goes on in YouTube and Yahoo and all the other ones that are created. Also, you can have specific individual A-lister profiles that you follow. So if you follow someone specifically for their their comic book prowess, right? They can say, well, in this like 0 to 10 scale, they slide it to a 10 and they say this followed the source material very well. On a scale to 1 to 10, how good was the action? It was a 7. On a scale of 0 to 10, how good was how scared were you in this movie? Or anything like that. And then you could have little envelopes next to those scales, folders that you click on, and it'll say, hey, possible spoilers. Well, if it's a scary movie and you're like, why was this scary? It's a PG-13 movie, and it can be like, someone got shot in the face, and it's a PG-13 movie. Like, you wouldn't want if you don't want a 13-year-old seeing that, and you're a parent, you click on the spoiler and say, yeah, I don't know that I want my kid to see someone dying in a movie. It's PG-13. You can write the thing, and then they can go back and be like, hey, I really like that person. I like their review. I agreed with their review. Let's see what else they've reviewed it in the past and what they're going to review in the future. And then every time that A-lister goes and sees a movie, you get a notification that they saw a movie, and then you're like, what did they think of it? And then you get a collective rating on that movie, and that will be our Rotten Tomatoes. We will have the A-lister rating system.
Super quick, so let's go to expand on that, because they already do have something similar to it. So now we're trying to figure out how they're going to incentivize individuals that are part of A-list to actually be participating in that specific thing. Because what they currently do have, I just spoke about it, is that they do have a 5-star rating system for after the movie that pops up to say that you can share and you saw the movie. So there's a rating system already there. They're using that data for whatever they're using it for, because obviously it's just a way to make more money. But if that's already implemented and that's done, because that is brand new, how can we expand with your idea to combine it together? And it's more to incentivize the A-list members, because right now, that's for everybody.
Yeah, it's all about
the app is
it's all about depth. That guy, the 5-star rating is great, but like,
I know. I'm saying expanding on it, because you're saying exclusively A-list. So then, how can we incentivize A-list individuals?
Well, if you want to listen, man, if you want to be a movie reviewer like Mehul or myself, and you want to see the premiere of movies before everybody else and give a rating, then you go to the premieres, right? I mean, everybody by the second, third week, there are a million reviews out. So if you want the A-list one to be special, you get to go to the premiere. You go to get the first one before it hits the public audience, right? A-list members get to see it one day before the audience gets to see it. So they're the only ones who get to see it before everybody else and critics. So there's a special group of consumers, public, that get to see it before all the other public, and that is A-listers. A-listers get to see it one day before everyone else, and that is not a critic score. They don't pay you to write the review. So it's very special that the A-lister gets his review out before the public gets their hands on it. See what I'm saying? Yes, it's only...
okay, even better. Like, let's do it even more than just one day. There are individuals who watch it before, like 2-3 weeks before, and it would be exclusive for A-list members that are shown that they are movie critics. So after they have those credentials, and if they rate it through the A-list app, or sorry, the AMC app, then that can go ahead and still like incentivize individuals that are critics that know the stuff to actually be a part of AMC and give their data to them, so that way it can be delivered that way.
Yeah,
And then
absolutely, man. I
utilize
mean,
all of
because
it.
they came out and they really bashed a movie that's nominated for 5 Golden Globes. They said Babylon was it was like a it was I heard one review. It was like Babylon was a puke fest. It was raunchy and it was disgusting for 3 hours. Who would want to see that? Um, it's just debauchery in Hollywood. There's nothing really entertaining about it. Every time you turn around, you're grossed out. I'm like, wow, that really did not encapsulate the movie that I saw for 3 hours and 15 minutes. I thought it was all kinds of things. Yeah, it had a couple gross things that happened in the movie, but it had a couple gross things that happened in the movie. You know, uh, but the movie was fantastic. It was an amazing movie. It was a great movie. It's nominated for Best Picture at the Golden Globes, and guess what? It did $100 million in the theaters. They wrote bad reviews on it for 4 freaking weeks. They hammered it because why? They can't let AMC make money. So what are they going to do? They're going to send their freaking critics out to bash movies that are good to not let them gain steam so that people don't think they're good movies. It's a completely unfair thing. And for us to get our advantage back, we get to let our A-listers see movies early, write professional reviews on them, give a scale. Hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, was it this or this? On a scale of 1 to 10, was it this or this? And you get to create your review page, a professional review page for your movies. If you can, the more depth and detail you get as a reviewer, the more people will come to your page.
Yeah, similar to like Yelp reviews, to where it's just like doing it that's where my mind is like going, because there's
Yes.
a certain level of Yelp reviews that because you do so many, like I don't know, opens some doors. But I remember that was a whole thing a couple of years back. So
Yes.
looking into that.
Here's the thing, man. You got a guy like Mayhol who goes to every single movie, and he has no voice to counteract a critic who says, "Oh, I think that Babylon was a shitty movie," and it's like, well, they're going to plaster that guy on the front page of Yahoo. Yahoo's critic says this was a shitty movie. Well, what about AMC's critic? Who's AMC's critic? Who's the inside man at AMC that writes the reviews? Because I'll vote for Mayhul. I'll vote for him. I'll be like, yo, get this guy out of whatever job he's working, match his salary, and tell him to review music. Because he goes to the movies anyway. He goes to all the movies anyway. Why not just give him a job reviewing all the goddamn movies and writing decent reviews? He doesn't have to like every movie. He might say, well, it was kind of weird. Tell us why it was weird. On a scale of 1 to 10, how weird was it? Here, weird. Scale, 1 to 10. Why was it weird? If you want to hear why it was weird, click on the envelope, and he'll give you a detailed message as to why it was so damn weird. You know what I'm saying? If it was scary, scale of 1 to 10, how scary was it? It was about a 6. Okay, what made this movie scary? Click on the envelope for the spoiler to figure out why this thing was so damn scary. That way, if you take your kid to this, you might be like, my kid could get away with watching that. A Terminator walking around killing people, I'm cool with that. I don't want to take my kid to see Michael Myers or Leatherface chopping people up with a chainsaw, but I'm cool with Terminator 2, right? Okay, a nuke goes off, there's some shooting, people are getting chased. It's more action scary than it is like, this thing's chasing you and it's terrifying. It's not the same terrifying evil as like a guy chopping people up in a basement with a chainsaw. You know what I'm saying? So like on the scale of 1 to 10, you get to write the review and then you get to actually say in an envelope on the side, hey, what did you find scary or funny or whatever about this movie? You get to title it, you get to edit it, and then you get to describe what it was that made that thing good or bad. And everybody can go read your review because you're an A-lister. If you're not an A-lister, You don't get that opportunity because you don't get to see the movies early. You can
And I'd say salty or sweet would be the level. Like, how sweet is it for it being good, or how salty is it for it being bad? And, you know, in relation to popcorn.
Yeah.
So, hey, Chris, let me jump in for a second on your idea. I have it typed in. It's 226. We may have to massage the words a little bit, but I think it's a perfect idea to combine with some other ideas that have been brewing. And your idea is great in terms. The only bit frustrating part is how fast AMC will move to implement that, and you know we'll see as time rolls on. But as you may recall, we previously had the idea of the midweek alert system. Like on Wednesdays, you get this blast from AMC. Here are all the movies within a half hour of your house for this coming weekend. A while back, I know PK Lance and myself were in a space, and it happened to be a movie critics space, and he had like a producer on, and basically they were talking movies. And we don't see many spaces like that. I think that's something our community can stand up. Maybe on Thursday nights, we'll call it the movie review night. What's playing this weekend? What's good to see? And we just have a panel of people who have seen the movies, and we could practice there with our criticism and promotion and see how far that goes. Maybe we can even get a young movie maker to interview. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, man. We just need representation, honestly. We need representation on the AMC side. Someone we can trust to write reviews, someone that cares about movies as much as we do, someone who doesn't want to see great artwork smeared by amateur, paid shills who want to destroy the movie theaters or want to discredit a movie because they have some sort of incentive to back up a hedge fund who wrote them a paycheck, dude. Can you imagine if you were like, hey, what did you think of that movie? And it's like, I don't know, how much you going to pay me? Like, dude, what? Like the guy at Yahoo News takes like a $15,000 check to write a bad review on Avatar or writes, and they're so silly. Like, if you want to watch 3.5 hours of like character development and like people hanging out in a village, then yeah, go waste your time at Avatar. It's like, bro, what do you like? What kind of fucking review is that, man? What are you writing? You know, who pays you to write that stuff? You know, who pays you? Like, I want you to write a credible statement about what the movie is, what it's about, and if you enjoyed it, why you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, why you didn't enjoy it. But like, don't write me some like clear bullshit about like it's just a bunch of people hanging out in a village. It's like, no, specifically what happened that it was so like upsetting. Because it's just vague comments. It's all vague comments about like, you know, random scenes that don't really glue a picture of the movie together, and they're very turn off statements, and they're directed. It's like, how can you not tell that someone just got a $10,000 payout to write a review, and why are we letting them in our movies? Oh, well, you don't want me to review your movie? Not really. Like, after I read what you wrote about Babylon or wrote about Avatar, like, why would I want the movie review guy from Yahoo to come in and review movies in the future? Like, if I were Paramount, I'd be like, yeah, you're good. Like, remember when you wrote this? And I'd like put it on a screen at a movie theater when he was like, yeah, does this sound like a fucking intelligent review? Like, read that and then like watch the movie again and see if all of you other people that reviewed this movie like would write something this amateur. You know, they're knocking our movies, and we need the movies, guys. They're destroying our movies before they can get in the theaters. That is sabotaging the company. You know.
So bring it back.
Go ahead. And then they're saying how great they would be in a Golden Globe. They'd be, the Golden Globe said it was a best picture, best actor, best actress, best movie score, best musical, best this, best that. And you're like, how did this thing only make $100 million? Or how did this do this? It makes no sense. They're trashing it before it gets to the theaters because they're attacking the theaters. And then they're praising it when it goes to streaming. Oh, when I gave it a second chance on streaming, it was amazing.
So, Mike, can you say the full idea again, just so that way, like, because this was a lot. This is a good idea, but
problem.
It's a lot.
I always have complex ideas, but this is the basic.
Right. Well, and it spawns other ideas. But before I say the thought on standing up a weekly movie discussion review was hopefully getting someone from middle management at AMC to be the host of it. In a way, they're reaching out to their customers. We're the customers. We're giving them feedback, etc. So that's a separate idea that I know we already have, but I'll massage it further. So, Chris, for your idea, it's 226. The way I have it written up so far is AMC movie rating for A-list Stubs members, A-list critic score, write a professional review, have AMC social platform or AMC app, allow pages for review, give an outline for the rating system with possible spoiler alerts, envelope button, carve out A-list for 1 week preview for posting reviews, meaning invitations to certain A-list members who prove themselves as reviewers.
Yeah, I wanted to add something to that idea. So, when you are doing review, we can have, how on Amazon for each seller, it is like 5-star. So based on your performance, if, as Chris was saying, like if you are doing good job with the reviews and people really like your reviews, then, they give you the stars. And for 1 star, they should be deleted. That account should be deleted. But anyway,
Star, it should be one popcorn. From
Yeah,
one
like,
popcorn to
I
five
mean, yeah, it
popcorn.
could be. It's literally similar to like how Twitter works, right? If you get a like, and then if you get a bunch of likes,
Oh
then
no,
it starts
yeah,
to get pushed up.
and
to the top.
that like part, I think it should be open not to a list. It should be open to anybody that's reading the review. So writing the
exactly.
review for the A list people, but doing the voting, that could be anybody reading it.
Yeah, and like let's say if you have 5-star or 4-star as your account, based on your performance for the review, you get different type of rewards as an incentive. So like they would be encouraged as well to provide the reviews. So they have some special offers every monthly or whatever the way they would like to do it. But just an input to that idea. I mean, if you want to put it as separate idea, that's fine. If Chris is fine with adding it to the same idea, that's fine too.
Well, so Chris, I added what Mehul just suggested. So where I left off at, there's 2 other sentences. Also allow rating of reviews so that AMC learns over time which reviewers are good. Use popcorn instead of stars. Does that work for you, Chris? Or Heather
Yes,
Bear,
it works.
Chris? If he's
I
still
think
there.
he's on 2 space calls, so I don't know if he's listening to us. But
Separately, I honestly think it should be 2 different pages or 2 different columns or something like that, where, like how I was saying, where it's either salty or sweet. If you're salty about the movie and you don't like it, sometimes people want to read the bad reviews. And then if it's sweet, sometimes people want to read the good reviews, but keeping them separate so that way people still have that voice. So then that way people can hear both sides of it. Was it a good movie? Was it a bad movie? And then they can decide for themselves how they want to do it. Because if you're just going to say every movie is a good movie, then it's not, like, do you really have any benchmarks for what a good movie is? So
Yep.
that's another thing I would really add to it, is just keeping a separation between bad reviews and good reviews, and then incentivizing for both equally. So then that way, if it is a bad review, give me all the bad reviews.
Well,
Why is it bad? So then that way you know. Or same thing with the good reviews, but it's just as, the information is just as important for either
well,
one.
keep in mind the other way to handle that is if there's no review for a movie and all the other movies have 100 reviews, there's a reason why there's no reviews for the other movie. So they may want to just stay in the positive side of things, but it could go either way. So that's idea 226. If you want to massage that in, you certainly can. If you like.
Cool. I will.
I just want to mention, I took my kids this past weekend to see Megan 3, or Megan itself. We loved the movie. The kids loved it. They got the audience to clap along at whichever characters got killed off. But the best thing, and Fez isn't going to like this, best thing is that the kids ordered extra Oreo popcorn. They loved the Oreo popcorn. It was terrific. I had to get that in there, Fez. Sorry.
Of course.
they are delicious, man. Tomorrow is gonna be free, right? And the missing movie is coming. So I think just like Plane and Megan. This movie is small budget too, but I think storyline is very solid, and this movie will be a good one. But I'm gonna see that tomorrow, so let's see.
Well, Megan was like a comedy for us. Audience members clapped, and the funny thing was that there was a scene about a dog, and the kids started yelling, "No, not the dog, not the dog!" And other people started yelling, "Not the dog!"
Yeah, there were few scenes where it was. That's what I love about the movie. Like especially with the Megan, it had everything. Like it had comedy. It was like AI versus human emotions. It had like what will happen kind of thing. Like at the end, towards the end, is the machine gonna win or the human? So
Right.
that movie was perfect, I guess. And the similar thing happened to me too, right? Like when I saw that movie, one kid was like somebody's phone rang, right? Like da 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 da, and the kid was like, "Can you please turn off your phone?" And she was like, "Oh yeah yeah yeah, sorry about that, sorry." I was like, "Yeah, be the boss, man."
Nice, love it. All right. So I appreciate your patience, Lowe's Crow. I really, really do. I know that last idea really, really just got our gears going. So our bad. But yeah, what's up?
Hey, so I got two questions. One, has there been discussions as far as an official AMC like YouTube, Twitch, Rumble channel? If so, I mean that could kind of implement this rating system as well. Like they can have a spokesperson on that channel, kind of just reading the reviews. And then the second question was, I'm not sure who's familiar with the restaurant Pluckers, but it's kind of like a wing specialty type place. But they have like screens throughout the restaurant, and on these screens, it just like cycles through tweets from previous customers. So like if you had these random screens, just people tweeting about AMC and the reviews on certain movies throughout the theaters or throughout the hallways, I think that might kind of grab some attention as well as far as being an insider. So you can put your own review on a movie and have others who are going to watch this movie see your reviews without the spoilers on their way to the movie or while they're waiting for the movie to start.
So real time reviews posted at the theater before the movie starts.
Yeah, so like Pluckers, they have screens throughout the restaurant, and you're basically it's just cycling through people's tweets. But I mean, you can implement whatever you want on these screens. But yeah, I mean, if you were to walk, let's say I haven't seen Megan yet, and I'm going in to see it for the first time, and I'm seeing these screens while I'm waiting for my movie to start, and then there's like a review of Megan comes up, so I'm gonna see what who rated Megan on AMC, whatever the app, the insider thing he has going on, and it'll show me what X amount of people are rating that movie on the outside of that movie. Let's say it's in theater 7, you're waiting in front of theater 7, and you have all these people's ratings or comments or whatever without the spoilers right at the door or before the door or at the concession stand or whatever the case is, so you're able to kind of see what people think before going in.
Okay, yeah, cool. And that could be on the screens on the outside because they have the screens of the movies right there, obviously, to show the show times. But there are certain times where they put advertisements across it in the middle of like one of those screens. So I can see that being posted right there as people are reviewing to see if they want to watch the actual movie. So yeah. So it's just reviews, what was it? Real-time reviews of movies.
Yeah,
And
basically
it
it's
would
just
be
like
linked with the geolocation of the actual individual posting about the movie itself without spoilers.
yeah, and the other question, well, I don't know, like I said before, if there has been talks about official channel on Twitch, YouTube, and
Oh,
Rumble.
yeah. That was the other one. YouTube, they're starting to ramp up a lot more with their trailers and stuff. If you go to their YouTube channel, we're trying to get them to do earnings calls on there because then that would just create more traffic to go toward their YouTube channel, basically monetize it, try and make money off
Right.
it.
So if you're having monetizing channels on all three platforms, that's just extra revenue that they have to pay 30% to the platform. That's not coming out of their own expense.
Exactly. And then that would be, we haven't talked about Twitch or Rumble, but I know with YouTube we've talked about that. So I can
I
see
think
it
Twitch is
expanding
actually
with Twitch and Rumble.
20% and Twitch is 20, I believe, and YouTube is 30. I'm not sure how much Rumble is as far as percentage for a monetized channel.
Yeah, so it would just be expanding on that. Mike, before we move on to the other hands, did you get those two?
Well, I have the setup of a monitor for advertising along with reviews. For moviegoers, consider that instant review, posting of instant reviews. Like sometimes you see that in news segments or whatever, the postings come right on up. And that, that monitor screen in the lobby, we've talked about that so many times for various reasons. We got to get them to focus on that. That one deserves an expanded idea because it can be used in a multitude of applications. And well, the YouTube channel already exists, so I didn't separate that because you could just go to Load Screw. Tom, just go to YouTube AMC, and you'll see lots of AMC stuff on that YouTube channel.
Cool. All right. Oh, go ahead, Lo. Did you want to add anything?
Oh no, my question was that the AMC channel you speak of, that's like an official company sponsor or company ran channel?
Yes.
Or is it just an individual?
No. The YouTube channel is by AMC. It's just all they have interviews posted, behind the scenes postings, trailers posted, etc.
So every single video that you see on Twitter for any of those trailers, if you go to the YouTube for AMC, it's the same exact trailer, same one. So here on Twitter, if you like, I've seen it, but basically they have all of the videos that they post on their social media are still with YouTube there. From what I've seen, at least for trailers. I don't know about the other stuff, but for sure trailers.
By the way,
okay, thank you. So if they were to throw Mehul on there so he can get on there live and have his camera set up with his ring light giving out ratings on certain movies and other reviews, I think that would be pretty cool.
We're going to have Mehul rename his channel Mehul's Marvelous Movie Ratings.
Or Marvelous Mehul's Movies Ratings.
Somehow I was kicked off the call. I'm glad call didn't end, I joined it again. But I don't know what you guys said about me, but I know you're not going to say bad things, so that's fine.
Oh, and then to add to the idea that Soiko was saying, it's amazing movie critics. You have to be a part of A-List, and it's AMC as well.
Sure, brother. I'm A-List, and sometimes 3 movies is not enough, for me. So for missing, I bought a ticket.
Okay. All right, sorry. My mind's going, but we got to get to the hands. Got to be respectful. I know AMC did have your hand up, but Carlos's hand is still up, so we'll go to Carlos, and then if AMC still have it, and I know Soika is there. I know he had another idea, but he hasn't come back. So, what's up, Carlos? Oh, and hi, Batman.
Hey, what's up? So I was just basically, my idea is like to just add one high quality advertisement before the movie starts. I think that'll be a great way to create revenue. Obviously, you see Hulu introduce ads. You see all these Super Bowl have ads and all that. Why not get that to like the theaters before the movie starts? Like to basically allow companies to, I guess, advertise through the movies. And obviously that's going to be a good check for AMC. That's it.
Yes, sort of. So let's go ahead and throw that idea, but just kind of a little bit of a background. There is there's a certain media company that actually purchases the advertisements themselves, but they do it across all theater chains. So not only AMC, but Cinemark, and Regal and all that stuff. So maybe something with them because they are in a partnership with all theater chains. So it's still an idea to go through there, but it's not all under the scope of AMC in order to change it. So we're still going to throw it on there, but I don't know if that helps out with expanding your idea for any reason, but at least kind of the background with it.
We have it listed at 228 now. Yeah, I just entered it, that guy.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Who's next? I said Carlos and then AMC. AMC Abe, or did you still have an idea before we move on to Batman and Brass?
It was kind of a little idea that popped in, and probably stupid idea, but like a section for kids on the app. Just like a kids section on the app. They can play games and all that kind of stuff. Right now I'm trying to cook pancakes.
Yes. Okay.
Can I jump in on that?
Is the pancakes
Okay,
part of
yeah,
the
go ahead,
idea?
Brad.
I recently was enlightened with popcorn flour, and popcorn flour, it makes the lightest and fluffiest pancakes.
Wait, man, hold. What are you giving him a heart for? He said
He said he's making
popcorn
pancakes.
pancakes?
And my whole thing was popcorn flour.
no, Brass.
No, I'm currently making pancakes for the kids, and I'm screwing it up really bad.
No. My idea was AMC popcorn flour prepackaged pancake and waffle mix.
You know, waffles, popcorn waffles sounds pretty sick. But pancakes, I don't know. I can't. Because you think when you eat popcorn, it's crunchy, right? And you think,
Bro, you put the
it's
popcorn.
like-
you have to pop the popcorn. You put it in a food processor, and then it makes popcorn flour, and then you utilize that popcorn flour to make the pancakes.
I think when you
Some guy was on Shark Tank. He was like selling his
Brass,
popcorn flour.
Brass.
I want
Can you
AMC popcorn flour.
send AMC
Wait,
ideas that video if you can?
Wait, but
I think the waffles would be
but
sick,
Batman,
though.
Batman, this is better than hot dog water, please.
What do you mean? No, listen, popcorn waffles sounds good because waffles are crispy, popcorns are crispy, you know, they got that little,
You take the
you know,
AMC popcorn flour, make like prepackaged Belgian waffles, sell them in the
waffles,
concession
yes.
stand.
Waffles, yes. And you could drizzle some butter and some syrup on it. Do your
Do
own
whatever you
double
want.
design.
Do whatever you want
Yeah.
with it. Whatever floats
Yeah,
your boat.
dude. But the pancake thing, but I just can't picture eating popcorn.
Hey, Batman, we are not here for shilling ideas. We are here for, like putting ideas in the fire, but not shilling them. So,
No, I will always shit on Brass. I don't care. Brass is my homie. He knows I'm joking with him, bro. I'm not. I'm just saying the waffle idea. I love that idea. They said that it was good.
hey, they could be, they
then
could
that
sell that
could-
in AMCs too. Who knows?
Yeah, like I was gonna say, to continue on that, it can be a whole package where they sell the waffle iron, or the waffle maker, along with the waffle flour. So then it can be like a whole 2-package deal, and they could put it on the
dude.
merchandise website.
Bro, AMC could start selling sneakers or like whatever in the stores, bro. I'll probably buy that over another name brand. Microwavable popcorn, I'm buying AMC. AMC projectors, okay, I'll buy it. AMC just whatever. You sell AMC cereal, I'll buy it. AMC Pop-Tarts, okay. If I see this whole section of Pop-Tarts and I see one with the AMC logo, I'm gonna pick up the one with the AMC logo. I see something that has nothing to do with AMC, chicken noodle soup. All right, chicken noodle soup with AMC on it. All right, you can get that one.
It all goes into the
I'm telling you, but I don't know why you're not jumping on that because they could be making a killing.
it all goes into the home theater division that we're trying to get them to set up. Subscribe to all that. Get your package of food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Don't need to leave your home theater in case there's ever a pandemic. But since Batman joined us, if you don't mind, I'm going to play the Riddler for a second. And if Batman wants to promote another idea, he's going to have to solve this riddle. Are you ready, Batman?
No.
Okay. Well, here it goes.
I'm gonna try.
Here it goes. Think about
Okay,
it.
let's go.
The person that makes
ready.
it sells it. The person that buys it doesn't use it. The person that uses it never sees it. What is it? You got 5 yes or no questions. Otherwise, you're going to be booted by Fez. Come on, you're the Batman. You should solve the riddles.
What if? Hold on. What if I do like 4 guesses and then for the fifth one I Google this? You think I could get the answer on Google?
You
or
might.
nah?
You might. You can use Google.
I'm not gonna cheat though. The guy who uses it
Yeah,
sells
person
it.
that made it sold it. The person that bought it didn't use it. The person that uses it never saw it. What is it?
Okay, the person who made it.
He sold it. He doesn't use it himself. Person that bought it, he has no
Okay.
use for it. Person that
Why would
uses
he
it,
buy it?
well, he has to buy it, but the person that uses it never sees it. What is it?
Is it bullshit?
No,
A bot.
it's tangible.
Oh, it's tangible. No, that would be my second guess. No, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Ah, you
It's
can't
such a-
solve the Riddler's riddles. It's
you know, it's
just
Riddler,
because I
bro.
know you're in
That's tough
Gotham
riddles.
City, I'll cut you some slack. It's a coffin. Person that makes it sells it.
coffin.
Person that buys it, he's not going to use it. He's buying it for someone else. Person who uses it, he's not going to see it. It's a coffin. We just put you in the coffin.
Yeah, but what if the person?
Well, if you want to buy
who
your own
uses it? Yeah, but you
I
know,
was
there's
so
certain
close.
No,
I
no,
said
no.
a
But
box.
Here's the thing. Certain scenarios, bro, they'll buy it before the person dies, and the person will be like, "All right, this one feels comfortable," and they'll relax in it. So they do actually see it, though.
So is that your idea, AMC coffins now?
Nah. I mean, what are we gonna do? We're gonna sell it to freaking.
Well, you know who we're going to sell it
like,
to? Ken Griffin. We're going to
these
sell
hedge
it to Ken
fund
Griffin and all
firms.
his.
I
We'll
don't
get
know,
to you
bro.
right now, JJ.
All right, sorry, I had to just do that.
You're good.
We
JJ, I
gotta-
know you've been waiting for a long time, and I know you came back. So what's up, man?
Yo, can I just say something real quick before?
No.
No, you can't,
No,
Batman. It's
no.
my turn, Batman. Now you wait
No,
for
But
me
nobody
until I
cares about
speak.
JJ.
You wait.
Bro. I'll raise my hand.
Batman.
Yeah, Batman, go ahead. Sorry, guys.
No, we're gonna go JJ. I'm sorry, Mijo. I'm gonna break your rules.
What's no, I'm just kidding. Hey, so I had an idea to have an option to print my NFT onto the credit card that I get from AMC. Not only the NFT, but I can print 801. I could print cost to borrow for I'll do that one for Batman. Or you can print any other items that you want on the credit card for an additional $8.01, which would go to AMC.
I believe that idea is on the table, no, Mijo?
I think that idea is already there where you can customize the credit card design. So, whether you want your family picture or anything else, you just upload the image and you pay something extra and they create a credit card as you want. So, that's a great idea, definitely. That's already on the list, though. But that's a great idea, man. Good job.
Okay, I'll leave. Bye. No, just kidding. Thank you, guys.
Go ahead, brother. Batman.
Yo,
Well, before Batman goes, I did want to just continue on a previous thing that, someone else was already talking about before, Batman had come up here. It was what AMC Ape had said about the kids, giving them also a voice in AMC. So it's just modifying the app like he was saying with the games. Mine's a little bit different because it happened the other day in a space call. I was in a space call. 2 different profiles had their kids there, and they were talking about the Megan movie and Avatar. It was the cutest thing in the world just to hear them go back and forth, just how cool it was and their experience behind it and the concessions. Like it was a dope space call. So giving a voice to them. So then that way they get rewards for it. So using the app and stuff like that. But to keep them engaged with it, man, this little girl was telling me, you have A-list? You have A-list? Yeah, man, you should get A-list. A-list is 3 movies. Like she was 8 years old, like telling me about this stuff. So it was really cool. But yeah, somewhere on the app where they're able to participate a little bit more, possibly make their own profile, anything like that, and where they're able to communicate with other kids. So it's like their own little kid reviews behind it.
And on the kids review note, we can go into Batman.
Yes. Go ahead, Batman.
We're good?
Yeah, go ahead, Batman.
All right. Hold up. All right.
Batman took too long. Let's go with Low Crow. I think your idea is up.
Oh my God, you keep on muting Batman.
No. We don't want to lose the idea from Batman, buddy. I think let him speak.
Go ahead, Batman. Batman.
Yo, what if after a movie's over, you can have your own video review of it, right? And you can be like, yo, this movie was fire, blah, blah, blah. Or I wasn't, you can have your own. What's up, bro? What you want me to make? You hear what you want me to make? Popcorn. What you want to make?
They want Oreo popcorn, Batman. Oreo popcorn.
Bro, I swear to God, when AMC Perfectly Popcorn comes out, yo, I'm telling you, because you know what I'm using? I'm freaking using, I didn't even know, Kirkland Signature Microwave Popcorn Movie Theater Butter. That's what it's like. Come on, give me the AMC Theaters popcorn, bro. But what do I don't have choice right now. You know what I mean? But he literally came in from
Buy the mega bags. Bring it home with you.
Think about that for a second. Think about how crazy that is, right? Little kid coming out of the room, boom, boom. Yo, make me popcorn. Come on. But yeah, basically, at the end of the movie, so I had two different ideas. At the end of a movie, you can submit your review for the movie, and then like after a week or whatever, AMC could compile a whole bunch of video reviews of the movie, and then different people who watch it at AMC after the credits roll will give their opinion on what they thought of the movie. You know, as long as it's appropriate. You know, they'll play it. And I think that'd be pretty sick. You'd be like, yo, let me go to the AMC so I can see myself possibly at the end of the credits. And there'll be a lot of people, posting. So that, and I think that they should have different shaped popcorns, because you got the buckets. Because sometimes you want to hug the round ones. Sometimes you want the cube ones. Maybe you want a triangular one. You know what I mean? So,
or Batman, or even, let's say AMC does the first week or the first 2 weeks, of like getting little videos of people saying like, oh my God, that was so much fun. Oh, I had a blast, blah, blah, blah. Make, tiny little clip and put it even before the movie, when you're there waiting, for the movies, whatever, before they go with the commercials, they can always put that.
Nah, because they might say something and then they're going to be like,
no.
Spoilers.
That's when, AMC will have, an editing team and, just get clips of people coming out of the theater super happy saying how much they love it,
Guys, I think safest would be after the movie's over, there'll be, you could send in your own video review, or you could maybe they'll have people also at AMC theaters where, just like, yo, what do you think of the movie, blah, 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 and then they'll play it at the end of the movie, or like the credits after the movie, boom, boom, and then some people are gonna be like, yo, how do I get up on that? You gotta go, send a video to AMC Twitter, blah blah. Yeah, people are gonna do it. You know what I mean? But I think it would be dope because sometimes you can be like, yo, if you watch that movie again, but then pay attention to the computer screen. Oh, by the way, listen, you hear that? Come on, that's the sound of beauty right there. You hear that? Popcorn. Oh my God. Yeah, anyways, I think like remember in the Batman movie where like the guy on the computer, I think it was I don't want to spoil that movie either, but there was like certain things in the movie back and like, watch that computer screen again, pay attention to the screen, makes you want to watch the movie again. Or there might be like a hidden symbolism or something in the movie that you didn't catch and now you want to watch it again because he said that. Or maybe in the new Spider-Man movie, I can't even spoil it because it's not even out yet. But what if it's like one scene that like there's something in that one scene where they're like, yo, watch that scene with Spider-Man. There's Wolverine is chilling on the bench and, he's winking or some shit. It's like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be the new one or whatever. I don't know. But, there might be like something in the movie that you didn't catch. That'll entice people to go watch it again because you see the little review or some shit. I don't know.
Batman, I got that typed in 231. I did add to it is that those videos that you would upload those reviews. They could also be used on AMC's Twitter page or other social media page for little commercials. What did the kids say?
That's why it's very hard to even suggest ideas, because you guys have every idea ever, bro. It's just so much ideas. It's you guys have, like, I swear, bro. Like the encyclopedia of all ideas is like, yo, come up. I think one time I even mentioned, but you probably have this already, with that, how Batman has that spotlight that shoots up in the air with the bat signal, but to have our own AMC signal that shoots up in the sky at night, and even like you just put it up there, just looking at the sky, seeing the AMC logo in the sky, it's like nice, right? And it'll make you want to go to. But you guys already got that. I guarantee you already have that in the suggestions list. I think I might suggest that.
No, I don't think we do.
It is.
We talked about it before. Yeah. Certainly, a search signal AMC or some red circle up in the air.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. We suggest everything.
So Batman, I just added to your idea. We didn't have the idea of a kids review, but the other thing is, I like to see us try to do some of this stuff ourselves, because sometimes it takes a long time for AMC to get there. It's a big ship. They're trying to navigate a lot of water. So,
of course, bro. By the way, I appreciate you guys' space up here. It's really nice. It's good to bring everybody together. It's good to make them, the company that much more better. And a lot of things you guys are suggesting, a lot of stuff that you guys are talking about, ends up actually coming, to fruition. And I think Adam Aaron is seeing everything. He's looking at. No, we're gonna put the movie.
Thanks.
A bunch of ideas have been implemented, a bunch of them. So it's not even just us here, it's everybody that's participated for the past year and a half. Hell yeah! All right, what's up, Los?
Hey, one last question and then I'll step down. Will there be a special forum at an AMC theater via Zoom to see the shareholder meeting live? And will there be possibly in the future an A-List Plus membership to where you can have questions with Adam Aaron before or after a shareholders meeting?
So if I can respond, we actually have that idea promoted. It's also part of the awards program, in that the award that we came up with was one to give out to some of the movies as voted on by AMC shareholders or AMC moviegoers through the app, but also to cut from that segment, or that would be a part segment. The second segment would be to give out awards where we as moviegoers vote on, cleanest theater or best customer service or best service in general, or enthusiastic members, but to recognize employees that work on our behalf as shareholders, and then to fold that right into having the yearly shareholder meeting broadcast through Zoom or just through the AMC theaters. The idea is that you buy a ticket to this at least hour and a half, 30-minute segments or something more in time, and we could maybe do business casual dress, show up, and we'll meet shareholders, and they won't let us light cigars, but maybe we could have a drink in the theater, at our local theater, where we meet up and we participate in the report, in the annual report shareholders meeting at that point. So I hope that answers your question, Lowe's.
Yeah, it does. Hey, thank you guys so much for, having these things. I'm sure it means a lot to us as shareholders, as well as AMC and the board and their PR team. So you guys just keep up the good work. I'll try to attend these as often as possible. If I come up with something new, I'm sure I can get with Mehul or that guy and just, send some ideas their way. But keep up the good work, guys. I'll catch you on next time.
Yep, actually, all 10 people that you see on the AMC Ideas group, who as a group we are following, they are part of the group, so you can DM any of them and we'll enter the idea to the AMC Ideas list, and this is for everybody. So, Eric is the one who started. That guy is the one who was like one of the first 5 who started. and I just joined, and Mike joined too, but they are the main pillars for this AMC Ideas group. So, just want to give credit to them. And it's just Eric has too much work, and he was a little bit sick for a while. So, that is the only reason why we are not seeing him here right now, but he is super duper active with this AMC Ideas group, and he is the one who thought about this a very first time. So, any of the people on the AMC Ideas group, you can DM or you can join the space call and share your idea. So it's completely up to you. I have one idea I wanted to share. Fez, do you want to comment anything on this? I can wait if you
No,
do.
no, no. It's something new. Afterwards.
Cool. Okay. Then you know how sometimes people say like, yeah, I get a large popcorn, but after I eat a little bit, it goes cold. It's not warm anymore. So how about if we have AMC popcorn buckets, which would have like insulated wall from inside? You know what I mean? Like which would keep all popcorn warm instead of just the one on the top. So, you may have to pay 50 cents more or nothing more or like whatever they decide. But if we come up with the AMC popcorn bucket, which are insulated from inside, which will keep popcorn warm no matter where they are, like on the top, on the bottom, in the middle. But until you finish the whole bucket, as long as it is inside the bucket, it will be warm. So, just an idea.
I entered it. I added heated. You could just throw a battery in it, and you could add some warmth to it if you wanted to.
As long as it doesn't catch
No.
fire.
Low voltage.
Okay. Gotcha. Can you imagine you eating a popcorn, watching a movie, and all of a sudden, like, boom, whoa, what? No, just kidding. But yeah, you put it the right way.
Yo,
Go ahead, Fez.
Go for it, Batman.
yo, I don't. It's probably it's already suggested, but in Hot Ones, you guys ever watch Hot Ones YouTube?
Nope.
Basically, Hot Ones is they have a whole bunch of chicken wings, and it gets spicier and spicier as they.
Oh, and they're interviewing people. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So maybe AMC could talk to that guy, right? Sean Evans, that's his name, right? Maybe they could talk to him and have Hot Ones collaborate with AMC to do two things, right? First, they could do interviews with people before they do an upcoming movie. And instead of doing the wings, spicy wings, they could do like spicy popcorn and then sell that spicy popcorn in AMC's as well. Right? And then like the popcorn could have like a different heat rating, just like they have in Hot Ones, right? Which the spiciest would be. I don't know if they could do it on AMC because it'd be really, really spicy. We'd probably have to sign a waiver for it, but there's a hot sauce called the Bomb Hot Sauce, and that's just really hot.
I love spicy, I would love that.
I got it entered.
Cool. So AMC has his hand up. Bat Fez, where you gonna go before he goes? What up, AMC?
Hey, what's up? Thank you all. Everybody here, love you, obviously. Sitting here listening, maybe it's more my background. This might already been entered, Mike, and it could be more down the road per se. But what about in terms of brand awareness for the sports arena? Like even a secondary market, like the Corn Ferry tournament, that's the secondary PGA or minor leagues or kind of XFL or the new football league that's coming up on TV. In terms of just that kind of overall mindset, I know it's not a legit like one-off idea, but an overall thought process of the potential of having AMC just, on a wall in a minor league stadium or on a whatever kind of, I don't say NASCAR, but a car, just the brand awareness in the sports arena I think could be something. And again, this might have already come up because you guys are so great at these ideas and they're phenomenal. But I just wanted to throw my background and kind of where I'm at with what I do and sales and all that. And I think it could be something down the road potentially. I know right now it's not what is being strived for with the company, but it's just another brand awareness in a different arena that I think maybe hasn't been touched, or it has. I don't know, but I just, as we're sitting here thinking and talking and having these dialogues, it could be something maybe that could be, like I said, brand awareness. That's all. Thank you all.
So if I could respond to that, yeah, there are several ideas like that. One thing we've learned in the past year and a half, though, is, and anyone correct me if I'm wrong, but AMC budget for marketing advertising has to be next to zero because none of us have seen commercials. None of us have seen anything other than the one with Nicole Kidman. But again, it's all played mostly in the theaters. It's not like they've done that, and I don't know what their thought process is behind that, other than maybe saving money until they get fully cash positive. But please, if anybody knows of any events that you've seen AMC sponsor, or let us know about it. We would like to highlight that. And actually, I should just want to take a few minutes to say we did start another page called, we actually reserved the name at AMC Business. For whatever reason, it wasn't taken yet. And so it's AMC B2B. And so there is a Twitter page. Right now that page is locked because someone complained about it. We thought it might be the shorts, but in speaking with Kelly, who spoke with other people at AMC may have taken exception to it, only that it appears too business-like, and they don't want it to be mistaken as a AMC sponsored page. So we may have to rebrand it a little bit. But the whole idea is that after searching on LinkedIn, we found who are the middle managers responsible for certain departments and things. And we're just trying to drive traffic to their direction as B2B traffic, because we don't see AMC really advertising for that yet. Specifically the new Zoom feature and the idea that you can rent the auditorium, which is AMC's greatest asset, is they have auditoriums everywhere. And so you can rent them for business and other events, but AMC really doesn't promote it. We've just been lucky to find a few. Mehu found a Microsoft event that was done. We saw a posting of some guy giving another event, and just hoping that we can add a little and advertise as shareholders and direct traffic to the key people to make it work. So, thanks.
And thank you guys for letting me speak. And I'll stop after this, I promise. But Mike, you made me think of something. It's almost like, because you're right, it's like it's a whole nother aspect within the business side of AMC where potentially, I don't know, again, just talking with dialogue is what we do, right? It's a matter of, what if it's a grassroots type of program where the local 5Ks or the local charity events, whatever it may be. And I know that's it costs finances for all that, and I understand, but just another thought that popped in my head while you were talking, Mike, because I get it. It's a thing down the road, more financially in terms of the bigger aspects of the brand awareness, but maybe grassroots type of stuff here and there. You get certain people within communities, and I know there's a toy drives and stuff like that, but if there's like the 5K or the local, someone wants to be a part of the little league or soccer or whatever it could be, just, maybe because that's my life with my kids and I see it all the time. Like if there's an AMC somewhere, and I know it costs money, but if there's an AMC that's more just, hey, other people with eyes on it, not that we really need it because we know AMC is the best, but you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely. I mean, actually, my son does Boy Scouts, so trying to convince the troop, look, for the next event, you guys we can rent one of the theaters, we get an auditorium, we could do the Boy Scout event in the auditorium for the fee, but also then do a movie after, There's lots of opportunities for us as shareholders to drive business towards AMC as long as we keep thinking of opportunities and grab them when we can.
Yes. All right. So it's now 7:13. It's been that hour and a half. I do want to give it to everybody here. Did we still want to keep on going? I know we usually do just about an hour and a half, but it is up to you guys.
I mean, typically we go 7:30. I'm fine till 7:30. We didn't solicit any questions for the upcoming shareholders meeting. Of course,
that's
business
true.
questions only. We're not going to do the reverse split discussion. There's plenty of other spaces for that.
Hey guys, I think Fez wanted to talk, right? He had some idea, I guess. Fez, did you
Why
forget?
do you gotta
Or?
keep it going? What's up,
Fez wants chocolate chip popcorn. We got it on the list already.
That one is coming eventually, along with the goat butter. But what I was gonna say is that on the past months that I've been hearing, like Jim talking about, because he sits down the bar and talks to the people that work there and everything. And I spoke to the guy that he's soon to be a manager in the AMC, and he brought up the exact same point that I've been hearing a few times in spaces before, which is a lot of the AMC theaters, they have like really big space, empty space, and the people that work there, they have like really good ideas what they could do to fill up the space or to implement where they are working. And like with the guy that I was talking to, he was giving a lot of ideas that he has that he would love to see in the establishment where he works. But the only thing is that there is apparently a lot of bureaucracy for him in trying to get his ideas through for him to implement so he can get more money, more, revenue, more tips, more everything. So the thing is, I would really like to see for AMC to grab a big chunk of their money and actually improve or implement or grow the space that they already have. Because again, like I've been hearing a lot that AMC has a lot of space and they need to use that space that they have. So, and they don't have to spend a lot of money from like what I see, right? Because all they do is like, all they need is a little extra dividers, maybe an extra person in the bar so they can get the extra volume they will get, like some little dividers and extra little tables. And just, fill up the space because they own this, like they don't own it, they lease the space, right? So the little they can do is put money down to take over that space and actually have more income in. So that's the one issue that I've been hearing in the past months and talking to that employee from AMC. He said the exact same thing, that they could easily get a lot more revenue if they just use more of the space that they have available there that is just empty in a way. So I don't know how we can put that into an idea, but
Let's fucking go! It was just super quiet, so I had to break the silence. All right, cool. So use all that retail space and basically utilize it and make some money off of it. Yep.
Yeah, pretty much straight up, right?
Yeah, man, because there's a lot of space. There really is. I see it. There's so much room for activity.
And a lot of the AMCs too, right? Apparently that the bar, you don't have to buy a ticket to go to the bar or to the food stands. And the guy was like saying, like, if we could, like, find a way to maybe show the people that they can come up, and relax. They don't necessarily have to go to the movies. That would increase, like, the revenue a lot, right? Because that's where AMC makes the money, right? It's on the foods and drinks. So.
Hey, Fez, did you boot me out? Somehow I got dropped.
No.
I was going to ask you when you guys said space. When the guy said space, is he talking about empty auditoriums at certain times, or he means just physical empty rooms, like no space?
Not rooms itself. It's like, let's say, like on the one that I went, Sunnyvale. Like you go up the escalator, and then you have like a big ass, beautiful lobby with like beautiful chandeliers and everything. Some like really expensive Italian like chairs and all, but it's like not being used. It's kind of like just couple little chairs and everything, and then the bar on the side and the food stands on the other side. But like make it use of the
Yeah,
space that they had in the lobby before you come in, like that you give your ticket and you go in the rooms for the theaters.
we have spoke about that they could be selling advertisement in the lobbies.
Yeah, like
That's one of the uses.
for it, because each theater, right, they have like a different type of space, or that they can implement something extra, or maybe extend the bar or the food stands, or maybe put a little store. They're like take control of the space so they can make a lot more revenue with that, because it's
Right.
just like right now they're not making any money, but they could easily make, if not double, like of what they are receiving right now. Because if you have like people that go to the movies and they are drinking on the nice lobby with an awesome, like bar and everything, and they are the ones going to the movies. And you also have the people that are just going there for the environment and the bar, because those lobbies, man, they have like really cool environments and vibes. At least the ones that I've been to. So they could definitely make money just out of the vibe itself for people that just wants to come, enjoy the vibe, have a drink, and go to a bar or whatever afterwards.
Yeah, you just gave me one idea. We should have a TV, uh, like right in front of the bar, right? So let's say if somebody wants to watch a game, but their family want to see a movie, he can bring wife and kids. They can go to the movie, and he's just at the bar watching the game.
Yeah. Also, again, on that big lobby, there was a massive TV, right next to the escalator, and two little, Italian, like $15,000 chairs just in front of the TV. I'm like, man, there's so much that he can do here. So yeah, like again, like you're right. Like all they have to do
Well,
is right put some money to take over the space that they are already renting. They're already spending money on that space, right? So make money out of that space. And there's a lot of AMC theaters that has a lot of big, nice spaces. So just gotta invest on that part.
Yeah, when I went to New York, I had the same thought too. I went to that Empire 25 or whatever number it is, and the other one as well. And I was seeing a lot of space. I was like, and then I went to M&M, right? And they have full store of different merchandise. I was like, why don't we use this space? There is a lot of space. And people coming from the different countries, when they come to New York. So if they are coming to the AMC theater and they see the merchandise with different movies and AMC, they will definitely buy something out of it. Because when there is a lot of empty space, it doesn't look good. You know what I mean? It, it should be filled. If not with the people, then with the merchandise. But I completely agree with you, man. I thought the same too. There should be a merchandise store, or like let's use the space.
Merchandise store should be in every single AMC theater, I think. Like get out of the movies and you want to buy a hoodie or a hat, or whatever. They should have an AMC merchandise in every single AMC theater. I think that is a must, because like just the online, like I would have bought a bunch of stuff if it wasn't just the online things, right? So I couldn't find the merchandise store in the AMC's. But yeah, like again, like it wouldn't be just for Americans or like whoever wants to buy the internet, because again, like I cannot, anybody that is not from the US, they cannot buy from the internet. I think that's one big problem.
Yep, and also, if they have option, I think it was already listed on the previous AMC idea list, but if they have option online where you can get it delivered to your local AMC, then you can place the order, just get it delivered, That way, they don't have to stock up a lot at the AMC theater, local one, and they don't have to keep like 100 t-shirt of each kind and stuff like that. It's only if you order, it will be delivered. And once it is delivered, you get the notification and you just go there and pick it up. I mean, just like any other store like Gap or what else, like Carter's or whatever the other store is, where they do online order, but you picking it up from the store. So yeah, that's a great thing.
Okay,
Uh,
so I
Guy, Mark,
so
yeah, whenever you guys want to close this space, please let me
I
know.
just want to on the idea that you and Fez just discussed. It's 2:35. Here's how I wrote it up. It's allow AMC local staff to work with local suppliers, vendors, advertisers to sell space or have special non-movie events. For instance, add large screens for sports events or conduct interviews or meet and greets by authors and others for signed promotions, or add merchandise kiosk in the lobbies.
Yeah, merchandise kiosk is a must. Like that's something that they should have, with popcorn. Like
right.
And like the ones that they have the bars, they have to, put some money into that because there's a lot of revenue that you can get from the bars. Again, from people that just gonna come hang out or from people that come hang out before they go to the movies. So the bar extension is one big thing too that I think it has to be implemented for the AMCs that has a bar, of course.
I agree. I mean, I go to the bar at my local dining AMC. The odd thing is, I think they have to lower the price of the drinks a little bit because it's or at least give a real glass cup instead of a plastic cup.
Yeah, that's the one thing. And the guy said that they were gonna start serving, I think, glass cups in June or now coming this summer. So he said that was already changing. And one thing too, big thing that he said that is a must, the guy working there, mocktails. You gotta have a lot of different mocktails. That's cocktails without alcohol. That is a must.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that are asking. That's what he was saying. A lot of people ask for him. And he thinks that is one big thing that every bar in AMC should have like a mocktail list,
May I add that as a separate idea? Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I just Paramount have a poll where it's like, what is your favorite snack to pair with a movie? And then they have popcorn, candy, and the 4 options. Yeah, let's get them involved. Let them see like what the movie theaters are, right?
Actually, for those mocktails, Fez, I'm thinking like all the drinks we've seen advertised at AMC theaters on Twitter, it's always been alcoholic beverages. They should, for the kids' movies, they can advertise mocktails too.
And not just for the kids' movie, right? Because we have a lot of adults that don't drink alcohol.
Yeah, just family movies, right? Well, yeah, or anyone, yeah. We'll have the Fez apple drink. No, the Fez banana drink. you got to make a recipe now.
Okay, guys, it's about 7:30, and I think we did really amazing job this space call. So we will end it, and just wanted some reminder. Tomorrow it's gonna be Missing movie. I think that's very promising. Go and see that, and popcorns are free. I'm sorry, you want to share the idea? Go ahead, buddy.
Who are you talking about?
I think AMC Ape was speaking, or he was trying to.
No. I was my finger.
Okay. Got you. Just wanted to make sure, I'm not.
Do you want to close out our space call? Let's give him a try. I know we're up here all the time. We say it. Do you want to say any closing thoughts, AMC Ape? You got it. Floor is yours.
Goodbye to you. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Just wanted to say like watch Missing tomorrow. It's gonna have free popcorn, so enjoy with the friends and family. Also, when you have some idea or some thoughts, and you think it's about like, oh, let me tag movie studio or Netflix or Paramount or whatever, don't feel like, oh, they're not gonna see my tweet. You never know, they have department, they want to read the algorithm on Twitter, and they will act based on that. So when you see somebody who tagged them and you see it's good for AMC, I'm sorry for the background noise, but when it's good for AMC, please, please, please like, share, and feel free to tweet. Okay, I'm good now. That guy, Mike, Fez, please go ahead with your closing.
Dope day overall. Glad to be a part of these calls ever since the beginning. It's all about you guys bringing the ideas toward our company. And we're making it better. And we see it all the time. Different ideas get implemented specifically from this. Multiple times I've seen it. So proud of all you guys for doing that shit. It's great. I'm so glad to be a part of this. It's so amazing. And every single time that we're here, it's not, there might be like little, like a minute or two down, like a little like quietness, but then we pick right back up and more ideas keep on coming. As we're focused on this, we get like 10, 15, 20 ideas. So today was super successful in that. And yeah, glad to be here. Proud of us. Let's fucking go! All right.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Okay, hey Melo, I just want to play us out with a Canadian band for Fez. BTO, taking care of business.
Let's go.
No, you hang up.